Hey, Dexter. Hello, everybody. Weekly check-in number 7. We'll give it a few minutes for more to pop in. I really should come up with a schedule for this. Fridays seem to be working lately. Let me know if you can hear me okay. My iced latte that I get every Friday for myself. I haven't cleaned my studio yet, as you can see in the background. It is a disaster. Please do let me know if you can hear me. Where did I put my cell phone? I'm just going to share the group in, or the link in my groups to see if we can get more in here. Friday, July 7th. I don't believe it's already July 7th. Like, seriously. Time is going so fast. Okay, I can't navigate my phone. See, there's a bunch of you in there. If you don't mind just putting in the comments that you can hear me, that would be great. That's what I'm looking for right there. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Linda. Can you hear? Oh, you can hear me good? Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay, 1 second here. Just gonna post to my Facebook groups that I am online. There we go. Loud and clear. How are you feeling, Dawn? Are you feeling better? I know you've been sick. Wanda, I just got your message. Thank you. I wonder why it won't let you write in the chat, Wanda. Feel free to text me, though. That's fine, too. Hi, Cynthia. Nobody else is having problems, so that's good. Oh, again, ignore the mess that is my studio. For taking July and only working part-time, I sure feel like I'm working a lot. Oh, good. Well, rest up, Dawn. I wish you lived closer. I would bring you some soup. It's just me home. Riley and Dave have gone camping for the weekend. Brady is at work. I have Dexter down here right now. Hey, Dex. And Coco is coming in and out. She's over by the door there. You'll probably see her coming in and out. Nope, she's over there now. Hi, Cocoa Beans. Come here. Come here, Coco. Come here. Here's my Coco. Come here. Come on up. Want to come up and say hi? Oh, I got both of them here. Yay, Wanda. It fixed for you. Good. Oh, Coco, you just slimed my leg. There's Coco. There's Miss Cocoa Bean. Oh, big hugs. Come here, Dex. Want to come up on this side? See if we can get the big boy up here, too. Come here. He's... Yeah, they become my dogs when no one's home. That seems to be the only time they like them. Dex is way bigger than Coco right now, though. Holy, he's grown a lot. And Coco suddenly looks so gray in her muzzle. I mean, usually, she is almost 12, but didn't realize how old she was looking. Oh my goodness, you can see my very full garbage back there. It's been busy. Hi, Cynthia. Did I say hi already? I don't remember. Yay, so this is just my weekly check-in. I'll show you, just like we always do, I'll show you my finished objects. I will show you, and again, this is a podcast of anything crafty. I mean, the majority of the time it is going to be bag making related, and a lot of knitting maybe too. But today I have something else to share. Well, Dexter did age her, that's for sure. Yeah, and I also want to do the draw for our June 2023 Beans Peeps VIP of the month winner. So we will do that today as well. That's on the membership side for anybody that signed up for that. So yeah, but we'll just give it a few minutes to get a few more people in. I will show you what I was up to this morning. I wonder, I'm gonna just check. I'm gonna go off the screen for a second here. Oh, Cynthia, I'm jealous you went to So Magical Expo in Tennessee. Did you see Cassia and Lauren and Nicole there by chance? Yeah, I gotta show you. My dad was naughty today. He was funny. I'll share all that with you soon. I see more people popping on. That's great. Who else went to So Magical Expo? Anybody else go there? How's your wallet, Cynthia? Did you spend a lot of money? I'm excited to go to So Magical in September. It's going to be such a fun trip. I've never been to Florida before. I actually haven't been to the US since 2000 and... It's whatever year was the last year for Friends. Because I remember watching the Friends finale while I was down in San Diego. So whatever year that was, it's been a long time. Wanda finished her triple zip by Quaint Stitch the other day. I'll post it. Oh yes, Wanda, if you can find the album on the group, stick it in the album there. And if not, yeah, just post it to the group and I will move it into the album. Oh, Michelle, you had an event that weekend too? Michelle, can you make it to Florida? Or is it, I don't know US geography at all. I guess that's far away, isn't it? Awesome. Oh, I'm so jealous, Cynthia. I can't wait to go down. I think I'm going to have to bring an extra suitcase. Figure out what I'm allowed to spend down there before I have to pay Canadian duties. 2004. Okay, yeah, so 2004 was the last time I was down in the US. My husband and I left the boys behind. They were like, well, 2004. They would have been 3 and 5 then. And we left them with my brother-in-law and sister-in-law. And we went down to San Diego to see some friends. And we did like Disney World, or Disneyland, sorry. We went into Los Angeles and Anaheim and all that. Then we did Universal Studios and we did the San Diego Safari. It was a lot of fun. That was the last time I crossed over the border. Crazy. I haven't been to our neighbors to the south in a very, very long time. Linda, I live in Kamloops, British Columbia, Canada. So I'm West Coast, BC, in Canada. I'm about 3.5 hour drive away from Vancouver. I think it's a 5 or 6 hour drive to Seattle. Ah, I see, Michelle. Yeah, you live close to Nashville, hey? Nice. Opposite end of the continent than me, that's for sure. Okay, so why don't we get this started and we will get the VIP draw done. So let me just share my desktop. Oh no, now we got the Brandy upon Brandy upon Brandy again. Sorry about that. Where is it? Right here. Okay, so I got everybody's names here that are part of the VIP memberships. And let's see who our winner of a $25 Canadian Funds gift card is for June. So we have Susan. Susan, you are our winner. When you see this, make sure you reach out to me with the place you would like an e-gift card to. It'll be of a $25 Canadian value. It can be anywhere that we can do an e-gift card to. So congratulations, Susan. Again, this month I'm not doing the classes live, but there are still classes. They're just pre-recorded, but I will try to reach out to you if I can. So congratulations, Susan. Oh, Florida be a 15-hour drive, but I'll be in Florida. I'm actually probably going to go to some magical for one day. I'm not taking any classes or anything. I think I'm going with Anna of Galaxy Customs. We're doing a girl trip down there. We're going to be down for only 6 days. So we're going the Tuesday before So Magical and leaving on the Sunday. So we're not there very long, and we have a crammed, packed full schedule that we've made for ourselves. So I think we are going to end up doing So Magical on, I want to say the Friday, maybe the Saturday. I'm not sure yet, but when we have it all figured out, I'll definitely let everybody know in the Facebook group and maybe do a live to let you know when, and then maybe we can all meet up there. That would be so much fun. Take a few selfies together, that kind of thing. I think it would be a blast. I'm excited. Yay! While we're on the topic of membership, again, down in the description, I do have 2 coupon codes for the 2 bags that have been chosen for the August sew-along classes on the membership side. Again, you do not need to be a member to take advantage of those discounts. They're for all of my subscribers. So both of those coupons, actually one of them is a free pattern, so there is no coupon code, and that is the Makayla bag. I'll make sure I got the names right here. Yeah, the Makayla bag by DEJA Designs. It's a free pattern. I have that link down below where you can go to get that. And that is going to be on our Thursday sew-along group for those that are part of the membership. But again, you can get these without being part of the membership side. And on Tuesdays in August, we're going to be doing the Cassia Satchel by Acquaint Stitch. Again, the coupon code is linked down below in the description. And Nipa is so generous there, so that coupon code will work for all of her patterns on her website for, I want to say it was 10% off. It might have been 15% off. I don't remember the percentage off, but still a great deal. But it does not include sale items or bundles. So if you want to stock up on your Acquaint Stitch patterns, make sure you take advantage of the coupon code, which is just exclusive for my subscribers here. So, hi Irene. So that's really nice. Currently, for July, the sew-along classes, Tuesday we are doing the Tumbleweed Tote by Calla, and Thursdays we are doing the Duplicity Handbag by Sew Yours. The coupon codes for those have expired already, but yeah, these classes are pre-recorded for this month because I am, believe it or not, I'm still working every day, but it just gives me a little bit of a break to try to work a little more part-time through the month of July, just because I go non-stop. I will be doing pre-recorded classes only in July and in December. And the odd one, like when I'm at Sew Magical Expo in September, that's the 3rd week of classes, and there are 2 classes in there. So those 3rd week classes, I will probably do just for those 2 classes, a pre-recorded class for class 3 of both of those bags, just because then I won't get behind and be so stressed out about it. So, but all the other classes in September will be live. Just the ones when I am away and in Florida, they be pre-recorded there. Hi, Jade. So yeah, still on that note, on the Facebook group side, if you're not part of my Facebook group yet, that is linked down below in the description as well. Come on over and join us. We have such an amazing bag making family over there, and we would love to have you. And in the featured section, you will see the 2 nomination polls for the bags that we want to nominate for our September sew-along classes, which will also result in tutorials for the public side, as well as coupon codes, hopefully, as long as the designers are always as generous as they have been, and I haven't not had one that hasn't been yet. But yeah, it results for the public side into tutorials, cutting tutorials, sewing tutorials, as well as a discount code for the patterns that are voted in. And then they are also the membership side classes. So regardless if you're a member or not, please do go and add into those 2 polls. There are 2, one's for Tuesday, one's for Thursday, of bags that you would like to see. In my feature section, I also have a list, another post that is a list of the designers I can do videos for. So please do choose from those listed designers, add them to the polls if there's one there, and vote for your top 5 that are in the polls. What will happen is on July 15th, I will take the top 5 from both of those polls, and I will move them to the YouTube side here for final vote, where you get to vote for your favorite one out of each poll, and then that's how we come up with our winners. I never choose them except for on the months where I am pre-recording them. So this month's bags I chose, and December I will choose as well. Awesome. There you go. Hi, Karen. And there's Dawn. She has posted the 2 bags that we are doing this month in our sew-along classes. We finished class 1, which was the cutting classes for both this week. They are done. For those that are members, how were the pre-records? Was it okay? I see a lot of you were still there chatting in the comments and everything like that, so I appreciate that. But yeah, I can tell you it was really nice to be off work by 1 o'clock every day. So I am working part-time. A lot of I'm still trying to get my tutorials out one a week. And working on some personal projects as well. So yeah. Cynthia's in Pennsylvania, 18-hour drive. Why don't you guys carpool to come and see me? I'm just kidding. I know it's not all about me, so that's funny. All right, where was I now? Help me get Okay, let's talk about finished objects, and then we'll talk about works in progress. So I have one finished object. That is it. And most of you probably saw it. I launched the tutorial early because everybody wanted it early. I try to launch my tutorials on weekends because that's when my viewership is higher. But I had already done the cutting video for this live, and I know, and everybody's like, when's the tutorial coming? When's the tutorial coming? So I completed the Could It Be Any Clear Stadium Bag by Sincerely Jen. This was my first time working with clear printed TPU vinyl and jelly vinyl. It's different. Oh, thank you, Wanda, so much for the coffee donation. I will tell you what I'm saving for the coffee account and explain the coffee account here momentarily. So my TPU and my jelly vinyls were from Galaxy Customs. She puts pre-orders out for these quarterly. And I will say it is pretty amazing quality. Oh, Coco's barking at my mailman. He just walked by my window. Oh, Coco. Me, myself, I don't know how many of these clear bags I would make. It is so different not making a bag with guts. This was a really fun and a really fast sew. And I did do the bound version, and I did the binding with jelly vinyl as well, which was super easy, actually. Can you guys see inside there? So yeah, this would make, I mean, we don't need to have clear bags here in Canada to get into anything, but I know down in the States you need them for stadium. So my total sewing time for this bag, including cutting time, Michelle. Well, cutting, I cut it live. I did a live cutting for this, and it really didn't take that long. It was like 20 minutes, if that. Sewing, half hour, 45 minutes maybe. Like so fast. Keep in mind I did use webbing for the straps, so I didn't have to make straps. I just had to put the stuff on. Jenny just posted it as a link bag. I'm excited to try that out. Oh, as a, yeah, a lined bag. I love the shape of this bag, and I love the size of this bag, and I saw that Jenny of Sincerely Jen posted that as well, and I think I am going to make another one and do a tutorial on how to modify it into a lined bag as well. It will be bound, of course. But yeah, it was super fast to make, like really good. This would be amazing for a project bag. Again, amazing for a stadium bag. So easy to clean. It's definitely a quick bag. Again, I apologize, Coco is still barking at people. But yeah, so this was my one project. I did have one little mistake. You can see right here. I like to share. I had a little bit of a whatchamacallit, but I didn't take it out because it, yeah, just a little, what is that called? A tuck? You know what I mean? So I made a pleat, but that's okay. But yeah, really fast sew. Cocoa beans. I am not sure that this size of bag will sell in my market here. I posted this on my Facebook page and I've had no bites on it. But again, I am in Canada, and clear vinyl purses are not really something that are called upon here. So this one may end up being mine, which is okay. I think I'd use it as a project bag. But for pouches, like beauty bags, pouches and everything, this would be perfect. Please probably spell, yeah, something like that, Michelle. Again, from market to market is completely different. I know that the TPU, the clear bags, are a huge hit in the US right now, but I haven't had much for it in Canada. So we'll see. I'm curious. Now, because this bag did cost me, how much did it cost me? About $40 to make, maybe, because I mean it's TPU and jelly vinyl is not cheap, that's for sure, but it sure does feel cool. But yeah, I'd have to sell it for $75 to get anything out of it, so I don't know. So I think I'm going to order some more from Galaxy Customs, her next pre-order. And I'm going to, I think I'm going to make some, maybe some zip and grips and maybe some peekaboo beauty bags, that kind of thing, and some pouches out of it and see how they do on my market table. So yeah. But yeah, I thought for sure somebody would have grabbed this up right away and they didn't, but maybe it's just meant to be me. But it was such a fun sew, The product was absolutely amazing to work with. Definitely domestic machine and industrial machine. I was worried about using it on my industrial. I thought it was going to eat it up, and it didn't. Surprisingly, it was fairly easy to turn. I expected this to be super sticky, and it wasn't. The jelly vinyl isn't sticky at all. The TPU is a little bit, but not as bad as I thought it would be. So Galaxy Customs, TPU, and jelly vinyl, I give them a million thumbs up. Really, really good. So that was my one finished object and my tutorial for this week. So I do have the tutorial and the cutting live that I did on this linked down below if you want to see me make this up. They're both only about half hour long. So a clear zipping grip would be interesting. It would be, but it might be hard too. I don't know. I'll have to try and see. Maybe I'll do a live and we can experiment doing it one day. Using the jelly for the binding, I mean, these bags, you do not have to bind them because they are a non-fraying fabric, but there's just something about the binding that just gives it a little bit more finished look on the inside, and it gave it, because this is super squishy and soft, I mean, there are no guts in it. We have no foam. We have no wovens, nothing like that. So the shape of the bag doesn't necessarily stay, like, especially on the bottom, the way it's supposed to, because we don't have a piece of Peltex in there, of course. But this is exactly how it's supposed to be. But the shape of this bag, I just love it. And I definitely want to make a lined version of it, like a traditional purse. What I really love, can you guys see this? The zipper is kind of like a 3D zipper. And she also has this kind of zipper on her Fun Bobby backpack. And you guys know how I feel about that. I just love that make, especially for baby bags. So this was the same kind of idea. So, yeah. Use gel. But yeah, the jelly for the binding, super easy. I just cut it in 1-inch strips. I used a little bit of double-sided tape to help hold it in place, and I just sewed it once. So I did change my thread color to orange just in case I made a mistake. But no, it actually, I was very, very pleased with how that turned out. So thank you, Jenny. Jenny is such a talented mind, and I'm so happy that she allows me to do her tutorials because I enjoy them so much. I have all of her bags on my list. I just need more time in the day. So that maybe clear than jelly as a lining. Oh, maybe. Yeah. The stuff isn't directly on the bag. So many things to try. Michelle, you're right with me with how the brain works. It's like, ooh, I wonder how this would be. Other sewing projects, the only thing I have on the go is actually the Duplicity class bag because I have only filmed 2 of the 4 classes, so I have to finish doing that. I got a little bit behind. As you guys all know, my grandma passed away, so it has put me a little bit behind. We're going to be celebrating her next Friday. I actually look forward to that. Great pictures, great stories to celebrate such an amazing woman. 98 years old, and she didn't even have dementia till she was about 95. So she had a solid, long, well-lived life. I miss her every day. I am sad that she's gone, but man, just amazing. So her celebration of life is on the 14th. So I've been helping my uncles and my dad prepare for that. I'm helping out where I can. Luckily, I am self-employed, and July I am working only part-time because I'm only working till 1 o'clock most days. So I have a little bit more flexibility to help out, whereas, I mean, my cousins all work full-time and everything like that. So I'm so happy I can be there to help them out with whatever they needed. And yeah, I look forward to getting together with the family and celebrating Mrs. Frida Irene Gilbert. Grandma, the love of my life. Love you dearly, Grandma. Let me see. Things to try. Oh, did I miss something? I'm missing some. Oh, yeah. Galaxy Customs products. Thank you, Karen. She's posted there. I don't know if she has any jellies or anything left. She sells out pretty fast, but Anna at Galaxy Customs does do pre-orders quarterly. There will be another one in the fall, and she's got a pretty fast turnaround. So yeah, but no, I 100% recommend her jellies and her TPUs. I was hesitant on using them. They honestly aren't something that called to me and for my brand of bag making, but of course, because it's all the rage right now, I had to try it, and I have to say I had a heck of a good time sewing with it. Again, I don't know how good jelly will sell in my Kamloops area. Here, my clientele are a very niche type of group, and nobody jumped out at this, but it may change when I take it to market. So we will see what happens there. So I am going to take it to market and we will see what happens. My markets don't start till the fall. So so yes, I have to finish the duplicity. I will be getting that done this weekend and I'll be able to show that for next week's check-in. That's all I have for finished objects. That is so unusual for me. Let me double check. I always keep a list. Make sure I'm not forgetting something. Finished objects. Yep, just the one. Works in progress, sewing related. I'm actually going to share my screen again. So I'm just going to, another reason I took some, decided to go part-time in July was my dad asked me if I could help him. He owns a Cessna 150. Okay, so in the wintertime, because we do get snow here, he wanted wing tip covers to help protect his wings when it snows. So back in December, I posted, I know I talked about it back in December, he and I drafted out big, huge pattern pieces for the wings to make these covers. So I haven't had time until now to actually sew these together. So this morning we met up at the Flying Club because I needed the floor space at the Flying Club. Because when I opened up the pattern pieces here, I'm like, oh my gosh, these are ginormous and my table's not big enough. So I met up with Dad at the Flying Club today and we started. I'm going to share my screen here. Okay, so I'm just sharing my Facebook page here, guys, so bear with me. Desktop sharing. So we have here 15 meters of waterproof canvas. This is the 600 denier, I believe, that I got from, I actually got this from Pakana. He wanted this blue, so this is, and it all came in one solid length. So yeah, it was crazy. So these are the pattern pieces here, and we were just laying it down to make sure that we had the right width and how we were going to cut this and plan this out. So this is us doing that. Yeah, sorry about the butt shot there. So that's my dad, Kip, and this is me. And then we started cutting our pattern pieces out, and I gotta share this because I could have killed him. So I asked him to cut the paper pattern pieces out after I added the seam allowances in, and he grabbed my Kai scissors. So let me just, can you guys hear that? Look at his face, like seriously. Can you guys hear the sound on that? I don't know if I have it. Let me know, can you hear the talking or no? So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Those are my Kai scissors. He was naughty. He didn't cut anything actually, but he knew. Little brat. Yeah. Could you guys hear the sound of him on there laughing? Did that work? Because I have the sound. You can't hear him. Okay. I'm going to try, because you just got to hear him laughing. It's hilarious. So let me go back, and I am going to unmute it. And I'm not going to talk for a minute because it's going to start hearing on top of myself. So I'll just play this video a few times. So 1 sec here. No, those are my fabric ties. No. Ow. No, those are my fabric ties. No. Ow. No, those are my fabric ties. Now, could you guys hear it there? I went into panic. Could you hear that one? Hi, Janelle. All it is him going, ooh, these are nice. And I'm like, no, these are my fabric ties. No. I said it had the words upon there, but it was like, oh my gosh. Teresa, you made me smile about making the wing covers. I just made a bimini for a friend's sailboat. Oh, so you understand my pain. Yeah. Oh, you heard it? Okay. Yeah. No, it was pretty funny. And it was totally staged because Dad knew those Kais. My best friend Anna gave those to me for my birthday this year. And they are like, oh my gosh, get Kai scissors. They are amazing. And they are my babies. And so I brought paper scissors, and then I had 2 fabric cutting scissors, but the Kais were for me to use. And he knew, and he grabbed them, and I looked over, and he just had it over top of the paper. He didn't actually cut. He knew I would kill him, but he's like, it was funny. It was funny. He's hilarious. Hilarious. So you love my dad's response, yeah. So that's what we did. That actually only took us hour and 45 minutes. We got all of those pieces cut out. So it's going to be 2 wings. They're super long. It took 15 meters of waterproof canvas because we have to do them twice, mirrored. One for the left wing, one for the right wing. So I'll be seaming it, and I have to make I have to figure out a gusset for around the wing tips so it'll slide on, and then the rest will be held with webbing. So yeah. His evil smile laugh. That is my dad, Jade. You have no idea how hilarious he is. My dad has the best sense of humor. My mom just sitting there going, oh, geez. But then again, my mom was the one recording that video, so she was in cahoots with him. So, and the sound of panic on my voice saying, no, not my guys. Anything but my guys. So yeah, that is going to be my project, one of my main sewing projects for this week, besides, of course, getting duplicity class changed. I'm always so busy. I got to finish recording the pre-records for the duplicity class. I am hoping I get a tutorial out this week. This week I am actually wanting to do the Juniper Toiletries Tote by Blue Calla for my weekly tutorial coming up. So also because I'm seeing a friend when I'm down in Calgary at the end of the month, and her husband wants one. So I figured I may as well make her one, take it with me when I'm there, and then make a tutorial out of it as well, because I do not have a tutorial for that one, and that is actually my favorite men's toiletries tote to make. I haven't made one in a while. Everybody in my family has one. So that is my goal this week, is to get that tutorial done, and that'll be my tutorial for next weekend. And then I'm hoping after next weekend, what do I have on my list? Sometimes my list changes. And I really want to do, before I head out to Calgary, I want to do the Anya tutorial by Sewing Arts. I have all of my stuff. You can see all my project baskets are all full there. None of those are customer orders. I am completely done my customer orders until September. I rushed through them so I wouldn't have to do them over the summer, and I have 5 left to do over the year. So I've been going hard, especially in June. Again, sewing has been a distraction for me because I had some sad times in June, had some great times in June too, but I powered through probably most of my customs, so I have minimal in the fall, so I can just smooth sail. Hi, Nicole. Mom goes in the corner too. Mom is in the corner. That is a lot of math. Well, I think so. We actually, so we grabbed, my dad's friend had wingtip covers on his Cessna. It's just slightly different than my dad, so we borrowed those and used and traced them. That's what we did at the end of December to get the main shape, and then today was making sure that we had the shape right. So we were taking those paper pattern pieces and we were putting them on Dad's plane and deciding, and it's actually going to be pretty easy. There will be binding and all that. The hardest part is going to be right on the tips. I have to do a pocket for the plain wingtip to go into with a gusset, but I think I have it figured out. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So yeah, that is my goal for the rest of July for intentions. I'm just looking, I'm looking. And then of course I have to do the tutorials for August bags as well. So yay. Oh, Wanda, you just got a pair of Kai's? I don't know why I waited so long. I'm like, no, I can't spend that much on scissors. No. And yeah, Anna giving them to me as a gift, she's changed me. So now I want to get some Kai pinking shears. So yeah, sewing intentions, that's it. Finish the class bag as well as Dad's airplane covers. That's my plan for this week, as well as hopefully get the Juniper Toiletries tote done. See, everybody had Kai's but me. Jen says, where can I suggest a designer for you to do a tutorial? I've made quite a few. Jen, I have actually reached out to Hansadeli, and they do their own videos and do not allow YouTubers to do them. Trust me, I reached out and I really wanted to do them. So unfortunately, she did not give me permission, but I would love to do them. I have never made any of those tutorials, but there's just some of her patterns that I really do want to make myself. But yeah, this is exactly where you can suggest that. If you have any other designers, let me know. I can let you know if they are on the list I have already, and if not, I can always try to reach out to them. There are a lot of videos on the Sailrite channel that have tips of boat things. Yeah, Teresa, actually my brother has a sailboat, and I just actually lent him my Juki 2010Q because he's redoing all the, a bunch of headliner and some upholstery stuff in his boat, his sailboat he just bought. So, and he uses the Sailrite channel a lot to learn how to do that, as well as that is where he's been buying his materials for that. So, yeah, I'll check that out. I will see if there's airplane covers. Let's see if there's a way of doing that. I'm really just going to be doing waterproof canvas and binding it. So, Kai does a rotary cutter too? What? Mind blown. Okay, I need all the Kai things. Come on now. Jade, get a pair of Kais. Trust me. Trust me. It's life changing. I have my main pair that I had before that. Those silver ones were the Gingers from Michaels. They were $69. They weren't cheap, and I've had them for a million years. And then I had these black ones, but I just got them off of Amazon, and they went dull really fast. So yeah, Jen, I get it. She didn't let me make them. Sorry, but yeah, if that ever changes, trust me, I will be all over that. You get them from Cleaner Supply, Nicole? The Kais, really? Huh. I need a new rotary cutter. Mine's done. This is old. I need a new one. This is just an Olfa one. So, Kais do make great setters, Annetta. Absolutely. Jade has a Sailrite sewing machine. Excellent. What, 20 bucks, Nicole, for Kai rotary cutter? Are they're Kai blades as well, I take it? I buy my blades off Amazon, but they only last like 2.5 projects. Probably really only last 2 projects, but I, as you know, I pushed them to 3. Hi, Lauren. Oh, you just got the Kai scissors and picking? See, everybody's on the Kai game. Like, I should have jumped on that wagon a long time ago. It was so helpful cutting out that waterproof canvas today, because I didn't have to, like, I was thinking I was going to have to go like this. I didn't have a mat big enough to take with me. It would have been a pain. I'm a rotary cutter girl. We all know this. So I was actually dreading it, but I was able to just kind of go, shh. They were so sharp. It was awesome. Jade wants a pair from Canada. Look at Waywack, Jade. Waywack is the American version of Cleaner Supply. So maybe they're cheap on Waywack. Take a peek there. But they're the same company. What? The blades are under $8? Okay, I'm gonna add that to my Cleaner Supply list. I need to order a bolted Decovil Heavy. So I usually buy my bolted Decovil Heavy from Cleaner Supply too. So I'll have to add that to the list to... You want to try to make your bill over $100 with Cleaner Supply, because then you don't have to pay shipping. So that's amazing. Ugh, I want everything Kai. I wish they made them in bright pink. I'm sure they do make them in different colors, but mine are gray. I love them. Okay, where was I? I've squirreled all over the place. Works in progress. Okay, so now all I have is knitting stuff. Are you guys interested in seeing the knitting stuff and where I got to? Arya? So I did quite a bit of knitting, actually. I didn't finish any knitting projects because I kind of just jumped from project to project. Ooh, it's stuck in my zipper. So first one is in my... One thing I can make it bag related is this first project is in my... this is a So Sweetness mini-kin pattern. I made this back in... when I first started bag making back in 2018. So this is one of the first bags I ever made. But of course, my yarn is getting stuck in the zipper. Ooh! Look at that. Can I pull that out? Yes, I can. So in this bag, again, this is, I think this is from the Minikins Bundle 1 on the So Sweetness channel. Again, it's made in Tula Pink. This was one of my very, very first ones. I didn't even have zipper by the yard. I used like a dress zipper. This was on my Elna machine before I even had my Juki. But this I have holding my... And I have links to all these patterns down in the description as well. But these are my scrappy knee-high socks. So I'm just adding things on as I go, and I do them 2 at a time so they stay the same. So I had a progress keeper right here. Do you know what? Maybe I will clear this off and I can make this go table down. That's easier to show. Bear with me while I clear off this thing. You're probably going to see my keyboard here, but that's okay. It's because I have it like right here. So let me put this to table down because I have, oh, let me fix my lighting here 1 second. I apologize for the waviness there. I just gotta open up my webcam settings to make that stop. There we go. We're brighter now. Okay. I apologize for the mess. Okay. So my progress keeper is this little heart. So when I showed these last, I was right here, just before the red line. And so I did that much on both. So about, I did 3 different colors. I'm doing 5 rows of each color. I'm getting better at those decreases in the back. See, they're starting to look a little bit better. So yeah, I worked on those a little bit. Doing them on 2.25 millimeter, 16-inch circulars, 2 of each. So that was something. And these are called, I have it all linked below and in my Ravelry page, basic 4-ply knee socks. So that's what's in that bag. I like it when I can use all of my bags from the past. I can probably move this out of the way. 1 second. Okay. Next, in my Kato drawstring bag, again, I have a tutorial on how to make this one. This is my Rose City Rollers socks. So these ones are really cool. They got like, they remind me of 1980s when I was little. So it's just done in stockinette stitch for 1 inch. So they roll over like that. So these will sit right on the top of my ankle. So I believe the last time I showed these, I had just finished the heels of one of them. So this one, I'm almost done the length of my foot. I think I have another 3/4 of an inch to go, and then I can do the toe. And on the opposite one, I always do 2 at a time, then I don't get second sock syndrome. So I'm that far on the second one. And these ones I'm knitting up on 9-inch circulars. But when I do the heel and when I do the toe, I switch into double points. So again, they're 2.25 mil or 9-inch circulars. So, and this yarn I believe was from Arcane Fiberworks, and this one is a little bit of a glittery type of yarn. It was a scrap I had, and it was from Smith & Ewe, which is here out of Kamloops. So that's what's in that project bag. These ones I bet I will get done this week. Stuff those back in this Kato project bag. It is just so perfect for sock knitting projects. It's just my favorite. I loves it. Next, this is the one I worked on the most. So this is, I know my camera's kind of, whoops, sorry. This is my Golden Hour shawl. I have this linked all down below as well. Golden Hour shawl. All on my Ravelry page. And I am very close to being done this one. Have you tried flex point needles? I have not yet, Arnetta. I saw those. I need to buy some. I'm actually, when I go to Calgary, I'm going to get my friend to drive me over to Airdrie, and I'm going to go to Polka Dot Creek, which is where I get most of my wool and everything from. And I want to, maybe I'll pick some up there. Okay, so this bag, this is the Bomb.com beauty bag by Marmino. I made this one. Did I do the tutorial with this one, or is this my class bag? I don't remember which. One of them sold and the other one I kept for myself. This is an amazing project bag. Yeah. So I just love this one. I'm kind of wishing I had, because I made this actually originally for a beauty bag, but if I was to make this more for crochet and knitting, I'd make these little things a little bit closer together so they fit tighter. But that wasn't my intention with this at first. So this is housing my hourglass shawl. You can see in here I have, oh look, I'm almost out of that middle color there. I have all 3 of my cakes in there. And I got so far on this. It's really hard to see because, oops, I can't put it too far because I'm still attached to my yarn in there. So this is the top. It's kind of, this along here is going to be what goes straight across my neck here. Like this. And I have one more section, the big section, which I'm doing in the teal blue, which will be quite wide. And then there will be another sand color. And then there'll be like a picot bind off, which I'm also going to do in this blue. Let me show you the picture in the pattern. So I've done all the bauble sections, and where it's orange here, that's where I'm at now. So that kind of shows you the shape, and it kind of takes on this, it's a triangular shawl. So close to being done. I'm excited for this one. I will be said, I'm not a pro knitter by any means, and the bind off on this one, I've never done before, so it should be fun. I have no idea what the bind off is called, but you do cable cast on and that kind of stuff, and I have no idea what that means. So this one was the class bag, Cynthia? Yeah, so I kept it for myself. My other pink one for the tutorial sold right away, and I'm just like, I kind of want to keep this one for myself because I just love the Alice in Wonderland. I mean, she's got red hair like me, right? So yeah, this is what I worked on the most. Here's my progress keeper, this banana. So this week I managed, from last week, I managed to get from here all the way down to here and do this whole bauble section in the orange. So again, all of these yarns are from Polka Dot Creek. I believe they're called, I don't know. I know this one's called Sand. I'm terrible with names, you guys. Spruce. This one is Spruce, I believe. And I don't remember what the orange one's called. But super soft. It's merino. This is a DK weight. And yeah, I'm looking forward. And it's not, it's color work, but it's not. It's all done with slip stitches. As you can see, it's not reversible. So this side will be, but it's not that bad looking on the back side of it. But it's turning out really good. And it's a super, super easy knit. Like super easy. I've never been one that's really worn shawls, but I'm thinking this winter I want to try some. I mean, you know, it just gives you that nice pop of color, and you could wear like a solid kind of color underneath. It just kind of fancies up stuff. So yeah, so I'm hoping to be done this one this week. We will see. That's in my bomb.com bag, which is a perfect knitting bag, 100%. Oops. And then again, I didn't finish any other socks. And then all I have, and I know we've looked up where I got this pattern from. This is one of my very first bag makes too. It's down below in the description what this is. So again, I'm using 2.25 millimeter straight needles, which I got from Polka Dot Creek out of Airdrie. And this is my stained glass scrappy. Oh my gosh, my iWatch is talking to me. Scrappy stained glass window. I have the link for the pattern down below, of course. And I did a lot of work on this one. Dawn, yes, I believe that's what they're called. So I've been working on this since 2016. And each one of these represents socks that I have made. Now I must say, as I'm getting down, I do have some mini skeins, which aren't socks because it's not enough, which I've added in. That'll be most of these solid colors. But last week, here's my progress keeper. I was on this green. So I did 1, 2, 3, this black one, that counts as 4, and 5, and now I'm working around to the opposite direction. So I'm just going to move my I can't talk today. Progress keeper over to this yellow. Oopsies, let go. So we see how far I get for next week. I tell you, these videos keep me accountable for working on all of my projects. So I want you guys to see me get further. Just like so. I know I've got Dawn hooked on making socks now, so. This little pop ice cream progress keeper is also from Polka Dot Creek. So let me show you how big this blanket is so far. Let me go up to face view. Bear with me while I try. Okay. So again, these are small needles I'm doing this on, 2.25 millimeter, and this is, it comes down to, it's down to my knees now. So I would say I'm close to 2/3 done. So, and this is all merino wool. This is such an expensive blanket. Now, I was silly when I started this because I didn't weave in my ends on the back side. I tied them all off. Whereas if I weave them in when I'm finished knitting, that could be it. But, see? But now I think I'm going to have to put a fabric backing on it. So, yeah, I have to figure out how I'm going to do that. Knitting or sewing through a knit fabric, putting on a cloth backing. I almost think I want to do a minky or something, but that might be too hot. But I'm always away from worrying about that. And again, nobody really sees the backside, so I could just leave it too. So I am an enabler. If I'm going down, I'm taking you all with me. I'm kidding. Not really. So that is it. This blanket is so heavy. So heavy. So the link to this, it's done by Ladybug Studios, I think. It's down below in the description as well, I think. If not, it is on my Ravelry page, the link to where to go. And she has a YouTube channel that shows you how to do this if you need a visual. So is that it? That's it. That's all. That's all I got for you guys. That's it. So I want to say it was a productive week. Usually I get a lot more bags made, but I didn't have any mail come. Oh, no, I have one more thing to show you guys knitting wise. Let me find, okay. So I do have an empty project bag upstairs, which I'm saving because I'm waiting for more yarn to come from Polka Dot Creek for it. I'm going to put this table down again. So Stephen West, he's on Ravelry. He is an amazing knitting designer. Currently, it started yesterday. He has, Dawn's going to want to do this, a surprise sock along 2023. So in this, it's $7 Euro funds. What is it? Europe money. What's that called? Oh my gosh, I swear I have a brain. $7 euros. I don't know how to speak it. I don't remember how much that came to in Canadian funds for the pattern. And every week he gives you a new clue. So right off the hop you get what you need. So I had to get he wants you to use very contrasting colors for this. Sorry, Dawn, you're going to do this with me. And he just released clue number 1. I'm not going to open it up, but this is how it comes. It ends up being in your Ravelry box. And they are the instructions of how to do the first section of the sock for the week. So I'm going to do it. And usually I only do ankle socks. These are calf socks. They're higher than ankle socks. He makes amazing patterns for shawls, always vibrant colors. He does have a YouTube channel. I did not link that below, but he does. But if you want a sneak peek of what the sock along clue 1 is, he does do a YouTube video every week on the clue for the sock along. So I have an idea what it looks like because I did watch the sock along video already for the first clue for this week. So I'm hoping that my wool, because of course I want to use solid colored merinos for it, and all I have is like variegated ones. So I ordered gray and did I order the orange? I can't remember if I ordered orange or purple. I ordered one of those for it. So as soon as those yarns come, I will be knitting up my 2 socks right away, or the 2 up until the clue says. So I'm saving those euros. Thank you, Dawn. I'm saving my my other needles to cast that on because I don't have any other needles of that size to be able to do that right now. So I have an empty project bag, which never ever happens. So I've never done a sock along before, so I'm excited to try that. It is like summer sock camp right now in the knitting community, as you all know. The Crazy Sock Lady has summer sock camp on, and Nitty Natty has a sock week going on. So, yay! I love knitting socks. I truly, truly do. Coco says hi. But besides that, that's everything. That's all. Ooh, I almost spilled my coffee. That's all I have for you guys. Any questions, comments, whatever? Coco's, actually, the whole neighborhood is barking. I can hear dogs all around me. Crazy. Teresa, Polka Dot Creek is amazing. They have a YouTube channel as well where they have a knitting podcast. Make sure you check it out. It's pretty good. That's actually how I found them. So I'm excited that when I go to Calgary at the end of the month, I'm actually going to go there and spend some money, I think. And their shipping actually isn't too bad. If you don't mind it being unskein, so untwisted, they can send 2 skeins of yarn, vacuum sealed, for like $9 shipping only. I think that's a flat rate shipping too. Otherwise, it's about $18. Well, it's $18 to ship to me from Airdrie, Alberta to Kamloops, BC, which is okay. I mean, shipping is what it is. It's none of these businesses' faults that it's so high. It's that we only have one shipping company in Canada, really. So yeah, unless we want to go like FedEx Pure later, but that's even more expensive. So yeah, but check out Polka Dot Creek. I like Arcane Fiberworks as well, and I also just got some yarn last week. If you check out last week's check-in, was Rose Hill Yarns. They're out of Alberta as well. Actually, all 3 of them are out of Alberta, and it seems really nice, but I haven't knit with it yet. Arcane Fiberworks I've knit with a lot. I love it, but there's just something about Polka Dot Creek. I also have a local yarn dyer and spinner here. It's called Smith & You, and she's pretty good as well. So those are my 4 go-tos. Oh my gosh. Can you guys hear all the neighborhood dogs? They're all barking. What the heck is going on? Like, I think I hear a dozen dogs barking. 2 of them are mine, but... Yeah, Teresa, stock up for your winter knitting season. Now remember, socks are great for knitting in the summertime because they do not make you hot. They're small, they're good for on the go. I do socks all the time. I always have to knit something before I go to bed. It helps calm my brain. So usually I do about a half hour of knitting in the morning before I start my day with my morning coffee, and at night I knit normally for about an hour, and sometimes I knit during the day, but morning and night knitting I do a lot just because it's almost like meditating for me. It's very, I don't know, it calms me. And again, I've had kind of a stressful June, so it has helped me along well. Again, crafting is our therapy, right? The 101 Dalmatians have been stolen. The doggy ice cream truck must be out there. It must be. I don't know. We've actually had a bear and a cougar and a bunch of deer in the neighborhood, so hopefully none of that's happening. So it's all good. Anyways, it is 1:30. That means it is my quitting time for the day because I am in July only working part-time. So I'm only working from about 8 in the morning till about 1 in the afternoon. Trying to take my afternoons to myself. Then again, today wasn't really work because I was helping my dad out, but it was still sewing related. We met out there at 9 o'clock this morning. Oh, Coco's in the house barking now. I don't know what's going on. Cougars are huge. Yeah. I don't know why they've been coming down. No, normally the cougars will only come down at night. And usually they're more on the mountainside. But I live a very short distance between the mountain and the river. So a lot of the animals come down off the mountain and go to the river and go back up. So walking down my street, I'm close to the airport. And I'm on a bus route, and we have an elementary school and a high school on my street, so it is a predominant street here in Kamloops. And I've had a black bear and 2 cubs walking down the street, just walking to the river to get a drink and then walking up. I live like 1 block from the river and about probably 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks from the mountain. That's how small this valley is that I live in. So you've been having lots of bears too lately, Arnetta? Thankfully, I don't live in grizzly country. Grizzly country is about 4 hours north of us. I have seen grizzlies, though, once you get past Revelstoke and all that. Those are big bears, holy, but they still look so cuddly. They're not, but I just kind of want to snuggle one, even though I know that's not a good idea. Cougars do hunt, yes. The bears are actually harmless, unless you get in between them and their cubs. But black bears and brown bears, they won't eat you. A grizzly bear will for sure, but yeah. The most deadly predator I think we have in our neighborhood right now is there is this gigantic owl. I myself have not seen it yet, but my dad saw it out at the airport, and yeah, my Facebook friends who live in the area have been seeing it, and unfortunately they're going after small cats and dogs and rabbits and that kind of thing. So luckily my cats come and go as they please, but they really don't leave our yard. They usually stay in the backyard. They have a bush that they like to go under, and they like to suntan on the deck. Otherwise they're house cats. Like, they have a cat door, they come in and out as they please, and but they really don't venture far, which is good. And I don't think a big bird would come into our yard, because our dogs can go out in the backyard whenever they like as well. And I mean, being a coon hound, my Coco, she is a hunting dog, so naturally she wants to hunt stuff. So she has gotten a few crows and ravens out of the air, especially when Dexter was littler. If they were dive bombing him, actually even now, even though he's bigger than her, she's very, very protective of her puppy, and well, her adopted puppy, her baby brother. And if these, like, ravens and crows are nasty, and if they start dive bombing him or the cats, or when I had my little dog Benny, she has chomped them out of the sky. It was traumatizing. But do you know what, Don? It's not a barn owl. It's bigger than that. I will have to find a picture and I'll have to send it to you. It's huge. Teresa, you have skunks and raccoons. I have only seen skunks towards the lower mainland, none here. Raccoons, I have never seen a wild raccoon in the Kamloops area, but lately there has been some. I had one in my yard. They are big little, like, they're bigger than I thought, but I don't know why suddenly they're here. Our biggest rodent type animal we don't have much for rabbits in the city area. Up in the mountains, sure. But we have a marmot problem. I think marmots are the cutest, but I know they're not great. Coco would be pretty hard for an owl to carry off. Yes. No, I'd be more worried for the owl, because Coco would chomp her out of the air. Coonhounds are bred for hunting, and she may not be a hunting dog. She's a city dog, but I've had her camping, or even when the crows are dive bombing the other animals, those instincts come out. So, but at the same time, I love taking Coco camping, because she always alerts us if there's bears or cougars in the area. So she howls like so loud. Teresa, they're absolutely the fires could have displaced these animals, because they could have been pushed from, like, because I know in Vancouver and like more coastal, you can find raccoons and skunks and that kind of thing. But Kamloops, we're very desert here. Our landscape, believe it or not, is very much like Arizona and Southern California, but no palm trees or anything. But we're only green in the spring, and then we're brown. We got lots of sagebrush. That's why we catch fire so easy. We don't get that much rain. Get a little bit in the spring. So we always hope for a heavier snowfall, because that's where we get the moisture, which will make it so maybe we won't catch on fire. But really, our winters here, I mean, we can get down to -30. It doesn't happen very often, but a lot of the time will be like -15 could be normal for, say, January. That's 15 Celsius. Otherwise, we really only have snow a lot of the time in December and January, and then February tulips are coming up. Last couple of years, winters have been longer, but yeah. Great horned owls. I'll have to find the picture. My brother-in-law has a picture of it, and he's got another picture of a huge owl that was up at his farm, and it just surprised me how big they are. But yeah, I think there has been lots of displacement. I know the bears and the cougars could be coming this way because they're looking for garbage and stuff like that, because our forests are all burnt up, so they have lost their homes, I'm sure. So yeah. Luckily, knock on wood, Kamloops area has not had any fires this year, which is amazing. We have lots of fires to the north of us, but none here, and lots in Quebec, way far east. But yeah, it's nice to have a break because usually we are fire central in the interior of British Columbia here. So yeah. Anyways, any other comments, questions, concerns before we go? We have been in here just over an hour already. I do have to attempt to take both dogs to the doggy spot together at the same time today at 5 o'clock. Dave and Riley, we're originally going camping, father-son camping trip next weekend. Excuse me. But because of my grandma's celebration of life, they can't go, so they decided to go this weekend, which means that I have to take the dogs. Dexter's not the greatest on the leash yet. I'm kind of hesitant to take him out because he is not a fixed dog yet. So he actually goes and gets fixed August 14th. So then we're going to be back into obedience school and all that. But he's a lot to handle. He's a strong dog. I swear he's got to be 80 pounds now. He outweighs me. I've been working on my leash walking with him. But yeah, Coco's not bad, but they both get very excited. Coco hates the car, but I don't like drugging her. So she will just, it's only a 10-minute drive. But Brandy was supposed to help me with it, but he got called into work. So it's just me, myself, and I taking them now. So it should be a good time. Oh, Teresa used to have a history teacher that say comments, questions, sarcastic remarks. Hey, I should start using that. I might steal that. Anyways, so yeah, Juniper, I'm hoping for that tutorial. Is that a tutorial you guys would like to see? I said I'm making it anyways because I have to make one for my trip, but I think it'll be good. Anything blue Calla is amazing for pattern-wise. I love working through her patterns, so. And I know Sewing Arts has been requesting me to do more as well, so I've already promised her I would do Anya and Yenna, and I told her I'd work through them as I could. It's just a matter of finding the time to do it, so yeah. Oh, Kamloops alert, what? Oh, severe thunderstorm watch issued. Oh no. Coco hates thunder. I wonder when that's happening. Hopefully it doesn't come with lightning. I may have talked too soon about fires. Knock on wood. Pray no fires. You'd love to see that, Dawn? Cool. Yeah, I've already got all the fabrics. This gentleman likes navy blues and bright orange colors of his hockey team. I don't know what hockey team that is. Could it be the Flames? Calgary Flames, maybe? I don't know. I don't do hockey. So I'm going to be using Galaxy Customs vinyl on the exterior. The blue one. The variegated blue one, whatever it's called. The Blue Jay? I'm going to say it's Blue Jay. And I have a really bright orange waterproof canvas, which I will be using for the inside. So, bye, Teresa. Thank you for joining us. So yes, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to call it. I'm going to shut down my sewing room. I'm going to take all my knitting projects up beside my knitting chair. I'm really hooked on, oh my gosh, TV shows. If we want to talk TV shows, I am watching. There's 4 seasons of it on Paramount Plus, and it's called, and it's a CW show, and it's called My Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. And I just started season 3, and I only started it on like Monday. That's a lot of TV, but I am hooked on it. It is hilarious. It's almost like a musical TV show. So it's right up there with like Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist and Schmigadoon. It's kind of like a mixture and comedy of those two. So yeah, so those two are awesome as well. I love myself a good musical, but this one's just cracking me up and I'm just hooked. So I'm binging it. So that's been all that I have been watching on TV. So yeah. So yeah, if you need a good one, and you have Paramount Plus or the CW, and you can do it. There's 4 seasons of My Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. It's super good. A little bit crude of comedy, just so you're aware. It's my kind of sense of humor, so I love it. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me for weekly check-in number 7. I've done pretty good besides that longer one from when I went to Ontario, and I will try to do it around the same time again next week. You guys are keeping me accountable with my makes and everything, which sometimes you need when you are self-employed. So thank you again. I love you all, and I will see you again next week. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or message me. I'm always here for all of you, and I will see you guys later. Okay, have a great weekend, everybody. Bye.